Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. So we have your auto transformers. So ano naman tong auto transformers na to? So when we say auto transformers, so has only one winding common to each side. So ibig sabihin, unlike yung two winding transformer natin kanina, so for example, ganyan. So take note lang po dito, ang gagawin lang natin is magkakaroon lang tayo ng isang winding wherein yung ating secondary is magtatap lang tayo. Okay, magtatap lang tayo dun sa coil na anuhan natin, pinag-windingan natin. Okay? So take note lang po dito sa auto transformers natin. So meron tayong tinatawag na common side. Okay? So, for example, ito no. So, this is a step-down transformer or step-down auto transformer. Okay? So, dito tayo nag-tap sa may primary papuntang secondary. Okay? So, ito yung ating primary current. Okay? Ito yung ating secondary current. And yung ating IC natin is paganyan. Okay? So, yung IC dito, yung pangatlong kuryente dito, this is what we call your common um, current winding or common current. Okay? So, paano natin makukuha? Okay? So, yung IC natin is equal to IS minus IP. Okay? As you can see dito, mas malaki yung kuryente ng secondary natin kasi maliit lang yung voltage niya. Unlike dito sa IP natin, malaki yung voltage dito kasi maraming coils. So, ibig sabihin, mas mababa yung kuryente natin dyan. So, therefore, yung ating IC is equal to IS minus IP. Okay? So, punta naman tayo sa um, step-up auto transformer. Okay? So, kung kanina dito pataas yung ating IC, dito naman sa step-up auto transformer, pababa naman siya. Okay? So, ito yung ating IP, ito yung ating IS. Okay? Ito yung IC natin. So, paano tayo makakakuha dito ng IC? Okay? So, baliktad naman dito. So, si IP yung mas malaki yung kuryente. So, therefore, IP minus IS. Okay? So, sige. Try natin to. Number 19. So, a 20 kV slash 7.87 kV auto transformer has 200 amperes current in the common winding. So, IC natin is 200 amperes in the common winding. So, take note po, yung auto transformer na to, this is a step down. Okay? So, the question is this. What is our secondary line current or yung ating IS? Okay? So, since meron tayong ano dito, voltage ratio, so therefore, gamitin na lang natin yan. So, that is EP over ES. So this is equal to IS all over IP. Okay? Pero wala tayong um, ano dito, IS at saka IP, no? Okay? Pero in terms of common winding, pwede nating gawin tong one equation, one unknown. Okay? So take note lang, yung ating IC is equal to IS minus IP. Okay? So therefore, pwede natin kunin si IS dito. So, IS is equal to IP plus IC. Okay? So, kung gusto naman natin kunin si IP, so that is now IP is equal to IS minus IC. So, ito na lang yung gagamitin natin para dito. Since meron na tayong IC and kinanap lang natin yung IS. So, therefore, this is now 20 kilo over 7.87 kilo is equal to IS, so that's unknown, all over IP. But what's your IP? So apply lang natin to dito. So that is IS, which is unknown, minus IC, which is 200. Okay? So therefore, what's now your IS? So shift solve lang tayo. So 20 over 7.87 is equal to x over x minus 200. So shift solve, solve for x. So therefore, this is now equal to, okay, and solve. Bakit can solve? At ayaw niya. So 20 over 7.87 is equal to x over x minus 200. So, try natin dito sa isang calculator. Baka hindi kaya ng cars. Okay. Ayan. So, I think lalabas yung sagot naman. Hindi lang kaya ng calculator natin siguro. Okay, so this is now equal to x over x minus 200. Okay, o lumabas. Okay, so this is now 329.76. So therefore, this is letter D. Okay? Okay, next tayo, number 20. So an auto-transformer is adjusted for an output voltage. So yung ating voltage dito is 83 point or 85.3. So this is your secondary, no? Um, VS, so 85.3 volts when operating at 173 or 117, I should say. 117 volts. Okay, so the variable power load draws um 3.63 kilowatts at unity power factor at this setting. So take note po, draws, meaning siya ay kumukuha ng power saan? Sa source. So meaning this is your input power. Input power that is 3.63 kilowatts. And this is at power factor unity. So determine the transform power, P transform, and yung ating conducted power. Okay, so ito yung tinatanong. Okay, paano na ba natin makukuha yung P-transform? So yung P-transform natin, so this is your power due to mutual inductance. So this is due to mutual inductance. So therefore, ang formula natin dito is input power multiplied by 1 minus 1 over A. Wherein yung A natin dito, this is the turns ratio NP over NS. Okay? Ayan. Or this is equal to VP over VS. Okay, so therefore this is now equal to what? 3.63 kilo kilowatts multiplied by 1 minus 1 all over 117 over 85.3. So, ilan to? So, 3.63 kilo multiplied by 1 minus 1 all over 117 over 85.3. So therefore, this is now equal to 983.513. So 983.513 watts. So this is your transform power. Okay? So dito pa lang may sagot na. So letter A. So i-verify natin yung conducted power. Okay? So your conducted power only, just what? So this is your input power minus your P transform. So this is now equal to 3.63 kilo minus 983.513. Okay? So 3.63 kilo minus answer. So this is equal to 2,466.49 watts. So that's letter A pa rin. Okay? So next tayo, number 21. So we have a transformer. So that is rated. So yung ating SFL that is 500 kVA. Okay, given that your voltage is 4,800 slash 480 volts, 60 hertz, operating as a conventional two-winding transformer o two-winding daw. Okay, ayan, two-winding. Now, this transformer is used or is to be used as a 5.28 slash 4.8 kilovolt step-down transformer. So, anong itsura ulit ng step-down? Mas maraming windings dito sa primary, then magtatap lang tayo sa secondary. So, gagamitin daw natin to as 5.28 kilovolts on the primary side. Then sa secondary side is 4.8 kilovolts. Step down. Okay. So in the auto transformer, what is the transformer rating when used in this manner? So hahanapin natin yung S as a auto transformer. Okay? So ang gagawin lang natin dito is kunin lang natin yung um, common winding lang natin dito. Okay? Kasi meron na tayong primary at secondary current. Okay? So, sige, ano natin yung primary current natin dito sa two winding. Sir, bakit natin yan kinukuha? Okay? Take note po kasi yung coil natin dito, ipupunta natin sa primary side. Okay? Yung coil natin dito, may rating lang yan na, okay, nakakayanan na kuryente. Okay? Once na nag-exceed na yung kuryente natin doon, masusunog na yung winding. Okay? Kaya kinukuha natin yan para alam natin kung anong maximum na kayang ibigay ng winding natin. Okay? So therefore, IP now is equal to, so yung ating S sa primary over, okay, yung ating voltage sa primary. So therefore, this is now 500 kilo all over 4,800. So 500 kilo over 4,800. So this is equal to 104.167. Okay? So IP Then yung ating IS naman dito, so this is SS over um, ES. So this is now 500 times 10 raised to 3 all over 480. So therefore, this is now, palitan lang natin to ng 480 sa baba. So this is equal to 1,041.67 amperes. Okay? So ngayon, ang mangyayari na dito is that yung winding natin dito pupunta na dito sa primary winding. So therefore, meron tayong panibagong IS. Okay? So yung panibagong IS ngayon natin dito for auto transformer is equal to what? So IS auto is just only the sum of your primary winding and yung ating IS natin dito. Kasi kapag sa auto transformer, yung ating IS na dito will be your common winding. Okay? So, common winding na to kapag nasa auto transformer na siya. Okay? So, therefore, this is now IP plus IC. So, this is now equal to 104.167 plus 1,041.67. So, plus 104.167. So this is now equal to 1,145.84 amperes. Okay, from here, pwede na natin makuha yung S ng auto transformer. So this is now equal to your, okay, yung ating ES dun sa ating auto transformer times yung ating IS sa auto transformer. So therefore, this is now equal to 4.8 kilo multiplied by 1,145.84. So, multiply natin yan sa 4.8 kilo. So, therefore, this is now equal to 5.5 megavolt ampere. So, therefore, this is letter C. Okay, punta na tayo sa three-phase transformers. So, this is a special case three-phase transformer. So, this is your open delta. So, ang open delta, yung itsura niyan is yung delta, tapos tinanggalan natin ng isa. Okay, so ganyan siya. So, yan lang natin, no? Open delta. So, dito natin siya ikakabit sa load. Okay. So, yung ating S-load na dito for an open delta, so this is now equal to what? Okay? So S load in open delta, so this is now equal to square root of 3 ng SH. Wherein yung SH na to, yun yung ano natin. Um, yun yung ano natin dito. Rating per phase. Okay? But unfortunately, ito kasi, this is an unbalanced ano no, system na to. Kasi nga, nagtanggal tayo ng isa. Okay? Ayan. So, ito yung ating formula for your open delta. And take note lang po, kapag nagtanggal kasi tayo ng isa, dun sa ating closed delta, ang mangyayari dito is that um, magkakaroon tayo ng overloading. Ma-overload tong dalawang to kasi wala na nga yung isa dito. Tinanggal natin siya. Okay, so there is an overloading on your transformers. Okay? So sige, let's try to solve number 22. So two identical transformer banks on open delta serves a three-phase load of 26 kVA. So ito yung load natin, no? So load is S load is equal to 26 kVA, and this is at 240 volts, 60 hertz. So what is the minimum size of each in kVA needed to serve this load? So ano daw yung ating rating dapat ng ating transformer in open delta? So ang tinatanong is SH. Okay, ito. So therefore, kunin natin yung SH. So this is now S load in open delta or VV. So this is now square root of 3 times SH. So therefore, this is now 26 is equal to square root of 3 times SH. So therefore, SH now is equal to 26 over square root of 3, or ilang kVA ito? So 26 over square root of 3. So this is 15 kVA. And this is letter D. Okay? Letter D. Okay, next tayo. Number 23. So there are two. So dalawang single phase transformer that is having a rated load or rated power that is 100 kVA are recommended in open delta bank supplying a balanced three-phase load. If the balanced load, so yung load natin dito is 135 kilowatt at 0.82 power factor, and yung efficiency natin dito sa load is 0.823. So, determine the overload kVA on each transformer. Okay. Take note po, ma-overload to. Kasi nga, tinanggal natin yung isa. Okay? So, sige. Kunin muna natin dito yung S ng load. So, that is now equal to 135 kilo over power factor that is 0.82 times yung ating efficiency na 0.823. So, therefore, ilan yung ano natin dito? S-load natin. So, that is now 135 times 10 raised to 3 over 0.82 times 0.823. So, this is equal to 200, approximately 200 kVA. Okay. Ngayon, yan yung paghahatian ng dalawang to. SH natin dito. Okay? So, therefore, SH now is equal to what? Okay? So, using your open delta formula, so yung ating S in open delta or S load is equal to square root of 3 ng SH. So that is now 200 is equal to square root of 3 times yung ating SH. So therefore, SH now is equal to what? So ilan yung magiging rating niya kapag kinonect natin siya sa open delta? So that is now 115.5 kVA. Okay? So ngayon, as you can see, yung rating natin dito is 100 lang. Okay? Versus so dun sa rating natin in open delta. So there is an overload here now. So yung overload natin is equal to yung ating SH minus yung rating ng kada isang transformer. So therefore, this is now 115.5 minus 100. And this is now equal to 15.5 kVA. Letter C. Okay? Next tayo, number 24. So in problem number 23, determine the power factor of each transformer secondary. So take note lang po dito, no? Kakasabi ko lang sa inyo na yung system natin under open delta is unbalanced. Okay? So ngayon dito, kaya siya naging unbalanced kasi yung power natin dito sa bawat isa dito is meron siyang leading na 30 degrees at may naglag na 30 degrees. Okay? So take note po for PF of your transformer 1 that is equal to cosine ng 30 degrees minus theta degrees. Okay? And yung PF ng transformer 2, this is equal to cosine ng 30 plus theta degrees. Okay? So, kunin muna natin yung theta ng load. So, this is arc cosine ng 0.82. So, ilan to? So, arc cosine ng 0.82. So, this is equal to 34.915. So, 34.915 degrees. Okay? So, ilagay natin yan dito. So, this is now cosine ng 30 minus 34.915. So, cosine ng 30 minus 34.915. So, this is now equal to 0.996. Okay. So, this is log. And for the second transformer, siya ay mag-lead. So, this is now 30 plus 34.915. So, ilan naman to? So, that is 0.424. This is also log. Okay? So, the answer is 0.996 and 0.424. Letter C. Okay, number 25. So let's move on to your instrument transformers. So for your instrument transformers, we have here your current transformers and your potential transformers. Okay? So anong gamit nito? So this is used for relaying. And also, this is used for measuring. Okay? For measuring the current and the voltage. Kasi meron siyang ammeter at saka voltmeter. Okay? Ayan. Sige. Punta na tayo sa number 25. So, a polarity test is performed upon a 1150 slash 115 volts transformer. So, if the input voltage, so V in is 116 volts. So, calculate the voltmeter reading if the polarity is subtractive. So, take note po for polarity test. So, pwede natin makuha yung reading. So using polarity test, so this is now equal to input voltage plus or minus your input voltage over your turns ratio na NP over NS. Okay? Okay? So therefore, this is now equal to 116 plus or minus 116 over 1,150 divided by 115. Okay, kailan nga ba gagamitin yung plus? If this is additive. So, kapag minus naman, if this is subtractive. Since subtractive siya, so ang gamitin na lang natin dito is minus. Okay? So, therefore, this is now equal to what? So, 116 minus 116 all over 150 divided by 115. So, this is now equal to 104.4. Letter D. Okay, number 26, what is the normal secondary circuit of a current transformer? So, 5 amperes. Yung mga may is to 5. Like for example, 200 is to 5. 150 is to 5. Okay? So, etong mga to, yung mga may is to 5 dyan, this is what we call your city ratio. And ang itsura kasi ng current transformer is ganito, no? So, ito yung primary winding niya. Ito yung secondary winding niya. Nakakabit yan sa isang ammeter. Okay? Usually, yung ammeter natin dito is nakakalibrate yan. Okay? Para makaread yan ng mataas na amperahe. Pero ang pumapasok sa kanyang kuryente, mababa lang. May multiplier yan, kumbaga. Okay? Ayan. And take note po for our CT ratio. So this is equal to your IP per phase over I secondary per phase. So paki-take note ito. So kakaiba siya sa ano no, sa turns ratio natin, hindi siya pang turns ratio. Kasi sa turns ratio, yung NP over NS, IS yung nauuna doon. Pero dito sa CT ratio, IP yung mauuna. Okay? Ayan. Okay? Parang itong number 26, 27. So a three-phase wide delta connected 50 MVA. So SFL is 50 MVA. So raised to 6, no? So 345 slash 34.5 kV transformer is protected by a differential protection. So meaning yung mga current transformer and potential transformer. So the current on the high side for differential protection is 150 is to 5. So take note po, saan po nakakonect yung current transformer? Nasa may high side. So meaning, siya ay nakakonect dito sa may, okay, 345 side. Okay? So dito, sa may Y. Okay? Sa may Y siya nakakonect. Okay? Ayan. So what is the current on the secondary side of your city? So ngayon, ang ngayon natin dito is that kunin muna natin tong primary current dito. Kasi kung anong primary current natin, yun rin yung primary current ng ating city transformer. Okay? Ayan. So, paano natin kukunin yon since nakaway siya? So Y delta. So Y primary. So therefore, yung ating I line is equal to your I per phase. So therefore, IP or that is your I line or IP per phase. So this is now equal to what? So this is now equal to 50 MVA over square root of 3 multiplied by your primary voltage na 345 kilo. So therefore, this is now equal to what? Okay, so that is now 50 mega over square root of 3 times 345 kilo. So this is equal to 83.674. So 83.674 amperes. Ngayon, so punta na tayo sa secondary side. So dito sa IS. So therefore, using your turns ratio or your CT ratio, I should say CT ratio. So yung CT ratio natin is equal to your I per phase, IP per phase over IS per phase. Okay? So that is now equal to what? So ano yung ating CT ratio dito? So that is 150 is to 5. So 150 is to 5 is equal to I per phase. So that is 83.674 all over IS per phase. So IS per phase now is equal to what? So 83.8 674 divided by 150 over 5. So therefore, this is now 2.789. So 2.789 amperes. Yan na ba yung sagot? Hindi pa. Kasi ang gusto natin, current to sa secondary side. So meaning line to line. Okay? So since line to line yung gusto natin, ISLL, and since naka-delta yan on the secondary, so therefore, this is now square root of 3 ng IS per phase. So this is now square root of 3 ng 2.789. So this is now equal to what? So multiplied by square root of 3. So this is now 4.83 amperes. So this is letter D. Okay? Next, number 28. Okay, so punta tayo sa potential transformer. So, for a potential transformer, katulad rin lang to sa turns ratio. Okay? So, ang naiiba lang talaga yung current ratio. Okay? So, dito, yung NP over NS mo, that is your BP over BS. Okay? Sige, ano natin siya. So, a 20 is to 1 potential transformer is used with a 150 volts voltmeter. Okay, so ito yung ating range ng voltmeter. So, if the instrument deflection is 118 volts, ito yung reading. Okay, reading natin. So, calculate the line voltage or your primary voltage. So, yung V primary yung tinatanong. So, take note lang po, yung ating PT ratio is just only the VP over VS, where your VS is the V reading. Okay? So that is now 20 is to 1 is equal to VP over VS. So that is 118 volts. So therefore, VP now is equal to what? So 20 multiplied by 118. So therefore, that is now 2,360 volts. Letter C. Okay? Number 29, the CT and PT used to protect a line are 240 and 2,000. So, yung CT ratio is 240. Then, yung PT ratio, that is equal to 2,000. So if the impedance of each line or yung Z line natin is equal to 10 ohms, so what's your relay impedance to protect the client from fault? Okay? So yung ating Z relay yung tinatanong. So take note po ulit, kakasabi ko lang kanina that your instrument transformers are um used for relaying, okay? So, ano bang ginagamit ng pinagagamitan ng relay, okay? So, to relay information or relay information, okay? Na kung saan yung pwedeng mangyaring fault or kung saan mangyayari yung fault, okay? Ayan. So, therefore, yung ating Z relay now is equal to your Z line over PT ratio over CT ratio. Okay? So therefore, this is now 10 all over PT ratio, that is 2,000, all over CT ratio, which is 240. So therefore, this is now 10 divided by 2,000 over 240. So therefore, this is now equal to 1.2 ohms. And this is letter B. Okay? So, punta na tayo sa next topic. So, which is your, okay, parallel operations of a single phase transformer. So, balik tayo sa single phase, pero parallel na. Okay. So, hindi ko na i-discuss dito yung mga mahihirap na parallel operations ng single phase transformers. Yung pinaka i-discuss ko lang dito is yung case na kung saan mas madali siya. Okay? So, kasi yun lang naman yung nasa board exam. Okay? So, meron mga iba mahihirap yun kasi mahaba yung formula. Okay? So, I will just discuss your case number 2. So, wherein case 2 is your equal voltage ratios. Okay? So, wherein, for example, meron tayong um, two transformers operating in parallel. Let's say, yung ating TA will be your transformer A and your TB, that's your transformer B operating in parallel. So yung ating S dun sa ating transformer A is equal to what? So that is equal to S. Okay, so wherein yung S natin is the total. Okay, total S multiplied by your ZA or ZB over ZA plus ZB. Okay, so wherein yung ating SA, that's your rating of your transformer A operating in parallel. Whereas yung ating SB naman, so this is the rating of your transformer B operating in parallel. Kumbaga, ang mangyayari lang sa kanila is um, parang magdi-divide lang sila. Okay, dito. So, para lang siyang current divider rule. So, kung dito is SA, dito ZB. Kung SB naman yung nandito, ZA naman yung nandito. Okay? Ayan. Wherein yung ZB at saka ZA natin, yan yung mga impedances ng dalawa. Okay? And yung ating S dito, so yan yung minomultiply natin do sa may ratio ng impedance. So that is your total apparent power in parallel. Okay? Ayan. And kung ano man yung magiging sum ng dalawang to, SA at saka SB, equal siya dito sa S. Okay? So, yung S is equal to SA plus SB. So, kumbaga dito, maghahati nga lang talaga sila. Okay? So, pwede rin natin gamitin to na equation. So, SA over SB is equal to ZB over ZA. Pwede rin to. O sige, punta na tayo sa next problem, number 30. So, two transformers, 1 and 2, are connected in parallel, supplying a common load of 120 kilovolt ampere. So, ito yung common load natin. So, meaning ito yung total. Okay? S total. ST na lang ilagay ko. ST is 120 kilovolt ampere. So, si transformer A, so T1 na lang ang ilagay ko. So, yung rating niya is 50 kVA. So 7,620 slash 240 volts, single phase, has an equivalent impedance. So Z1 that is equal to 8.5 ohms. And yung transformer B naman natin or yung transformer number 2 that is rated 75 kVA, 7,620 slash 240 volts. So equal yung voltage ratios nila, single phase, and has an equivalent impedance that is equal to 5.1 ohms. So the two transformers operate with the same power factors. What is the kVA or yung share nila sa bawat isa? Okay? Ayan. So ang gagawin lang natin dito is, okay, parang magka-current divider lang tayo dito. Okay? So kunin lang natin yung share ng transformer A. Okay? T1 share. So that is now S1 is equal to ST multiplied by Z2 all over Z1 plus Z2. Okay? So therefore, this is now S1 is equal to ST, which is 120 multiplied by Z2 that is equal to 5.1 all over 8.5 plus 5.1. So, ilan yan? So, this is equal to 45 kVA. So, yan yung share ng ating S1. So, okay pa naman kasi 50 kVA yung kanyang ano dito, no? Maximum. So, hindi pa siya overload. Okay, so how about yung T2 share? So, that is now S2 now is equal to ST multiplied by S or Z1 all over Z1 plus Z2. So therefore, ST is 120 multiplied by 8.5 over 8.5 plus 5.1. So palitan lang natin tong numerator dito sa may ano. Okay, so this is now equal to 8.5. So yung ating ano dito, share ng transformer 2 is 75 kVA for a total of 120. Okay, kung pag-plusin nyo to, magwa 120 yan. So therefore, this is letter B. Okay? So next tayo, number 31. Transformer 1 is in parallel with transformer number 2. So T1 is 150 kVA. So ito yung rating niya. So single phase, so that is 6,600 slash 240 volts. And your transformer number 2 is 300 kilovolt ampere single phase. So same yung kanyang voltage ratio. So that is 6,600 slash 240. And yung Z natin dito for your transformer 1, that is 0.02425 bar angle 62.9, and for your Z equivalent ng transformer number 2 is 0.01067 bar angle 62.9. So determine the maximum kVA load the bank can carry without overloading. So, ang gusto natin is walang mag-overload sa dalawang transformers. So, parang design problem ito. Okay? So, alin yung susundin natin sa dalawa? Si transformer 1 ba or si transformer 2? So, pwede natin gamitin dito yung ratio natin kanina. Yung ito. So since para makuha natin yung relationship ng transformer 1 sa transformer 2. Okay? So that is now S1 over S2 is equal to, or baliktarin na lang natin, S2 over S1. Ayan. So therefore, this is now equal to Z1 over Z2. So because they are inversely proportional. Okay? So therefore, this is now equal to what? So S2 over S1. So wala pa tayong value ng S1 at saka S2 dito kasi nga hindi pa natin alam yung share ng T1 at saka ng T2. So this is now equal to Z1, that is 0.02425 bar angle 62.9 degrees all over 0.01067 bar angle 62.9 degrees. So mode 2 tayo. So 0.02425 bar angle 62.9 all over 0.01067 bar angle 62.9. So, yung kanilang ratio ay 25 over 11, or that is 2.273. Okay, so S2 over S1 is equal to 2.273, or yung ating S2 is equal to 2.273 ng S1. Okay? So, sige. Gawin natin dito is i-reference natin ngayon si T1. For example, siya yung ating sasagarin. Okay? Ngayon, ilan yung ike-carry ng T2 natin? Okay? So, case 1. So, dalawang case to eh. So, kapag yung S1 natin is 150, kakayanin ba ng transformer 2 yung load? Okay? O sige, try natin. So, using the ratio, S2 is equal to 2.273 S1. So, therefore, this is now 2.273 ng S1, which is 150. So, kakayanin ba siya ng S2 natin? So, 2.273 times 150. So, S2 now is 340.95. So, overload ba? So, with respect to the rating, overload siya. Okay? So, overload. Kasi nga, yung rating lang ng S2 is 300 lang. So, hindi natin pwede tong sundin. So, this is wrong. Okay? So, let's try yung baliktarin naman natin. So, yung case 2. What if yung sundin natin is the S2? So, that is 300 kVA. So, ano kaya yung mangyari kay S1? So, using this ratio or this relationship, so S2 is equal to 2.273 ng S1. So, that is now 300 is equal to 2.273 ng S1. So, therefore, S1 now is equal to what? So, 300 over 2.273. So, that is now 131.98. So 131.98 kV. So pasok ba siya? Yes. Okay? So okay to. Not overload. So therefore, ilan yung maximum kVA na kaya nilang ma-carry? So therefore, maximum kVA or S total now is equal to S1 plus S2 is equal to So 300 plus 131.98. So therefore, ilan to? So mag-plus lang tayo dito ng 300, no? So this is now equal to 431.98. Or approximately, this is equal to 432 kVA. And this is okay, letter B. Okay? Okay, number 32. So punta na tayo sa three-phase transformers. So we have a power transformer that is rated so 50,000 kVA. So SFL, so that is 50,000 K, so kilo, volt ampere. So 34.5/13.8 kV. So take note po for a three-phase transformers, etong portion na to, this is the rating. So big sabihin siya ay naka-line to line basis. Okay? So kung naka-line to line basis yan, so edi kapag nag-per phase analysis tayo mamaya, i-convert pa natin yan sa per phase. Okay? So sige, ayun natin siya. So this is connected Y grounded. So Y grounded, delta. Okay? So ito yung ating configuration. So Y primary, delta secondary. Okay? So determine the full load phase current on the secondary side. So hanapin lang daw natin yung ating IS dito. IS per phase. Okay? So gamitin na lang natin, pwede natin gamitin yung per phase analysis using your turns ratio. Okay? So, pero kunin muna natin yung um, I primary. Okay? So, per phase analysis. So, yung ating I line is equal to I primary per phase kasi nga naka-Y. Okay? Parehas lang sila. So, this is now equal to 50,000 kVA all over square root of 3 ng okay, lang line voltage natin that is 34.5 kilo. So therefore, this is now equal to what? So this is now equal to 50,000 kVA. So that is times 10 raised to 6 na. So all over square root of 3 ng 34.5 kilo. So that is now 836.74 amperes. Okay, ngayon, ang gagawin na natin dito is i-convert natin siya sa IS using your turns ratio. So, turns ratio, pero take note po naka-per phase analysis. So, that is now E primary per phase over E secondary per phase is equal to, okay, yung ating IS per phase over IP per phase. So, therefore, this is now yung ating E primary per phase. So, since naka-Y siya, so, ang mangyari dito sa 34.5 na to, na line to line, divide natin yan na square root of 3 over yung ating delta. So, kapag delta naman, parehas lang ang line at saka phase voltage. So, this is now 13.8 kilo. And this is now equal to IS per phase all over I primary per phase. So that is now 836.74. Okay? So multiply lang natin yan sa 34.5 kilo over square root of 3 all over 13.8 kilo. So this is now equal to 1,207.73. So IS per phase is 1,207.73 amperes. And this is letter D. Sir, may mas madali bang solution dyan? Pwede, yung SS natin. So, SS, take note, is equal to square root of 3 ng ating ES times yung ating IS. Take note po, line to line, pero ito. Okay? Ayan. So, take note. So, this is now 500 mega is equal to square root of 3 ng ES line to line. So, this is alternate solution, no? So, ES line to line, that is 13.8 kilo multiplied by your IS line to line. So, what's now your IS line to line equal to? So, 500 mega over square root of 3 ng 13.8 times 10 raised to 3. So, this is 20,918. 500 pa. Ay, 50,000 lang pala, no? So, sorry. Ayan. Kaya pala sobra. Okay. Ayan. So, this is now 2,091.84. So, 2,091.84 amperes. Okay. So, pero, take note po, naka-delta. Ito. So, take note, yung ating IS per phase is equal to ISLL over square root of 3. So, therefore, 2,091.84, divide mo lang yan sa square root of 3. So, para makuha natin yung phase current. So, therefore, this is now, okay, parehas pa rin. So, 1,207.73 amperes. So, same. So, whether it could be like this or pwede rin to. Okay? So, depende sa inyo kung anong gusto ninyo. Okay, next, number 33. So, we have a load that is 2,000. So, yung ating P load, that is 2,000 kilowatts, 2,400 volts. So, this is on the secondary, no? So, V load, line to line. So, 2,400 volts. Power factor, that is equal to 0.75, 0.75. And this is supplied from A to 34,500 volts three-phase line through a single bank of transformers. Given the primary and the secondary line currents in amperes, take note po for the YY connection. So YY. Y primary, Y secondary. So ang gawin na lang natin dito is that yan na lang natin to, solve na lang natin to using your per phase analysis. So therefore, so sa P tayo kukuha. Okay, so that is now P load is equal to square root of 3 multiplied by your um, V load times yung ating I at your secondary line to line times yung ating power factor. Okay? Ayan. So that is now 2,000 kilo is equal to square root of 3 multiplied by your V load. So that is 2,400 times your IS line to line multiplied by 0.75. So that is now 2,000 times 10 raised to 3 over square root of 3 ng 2,400 times 0.75. So therefore, this is 641. So IS line to line is 641.5 amperes. But take note po for Y. So yung ating line to line is equal to IS per phase. So therefore, this is also your, okay, IS per phase. So from here, makukuha na kagad natin, this is letter D. Okay? Pero verify natin yung 45 dito. So using your um, primary. So using primary terms, so yung ating P load is equal to square root of 3 ng ating um, VP. Line to line times yung ating IP line to line times yung ating power factor. Okay, so this is now 2,000 times 10 raised to 3 is equal to square root of 3 multiplied by 34,500 multiplied by your IP line to line times yung ating power factor na 0.75. So palitan lang natin tong denominator natin. So this is 34,500. So this is equal to, so IP line to line, this is equal to 44.626 or 63 amperes. So take note po for Y connection for the primary. So parehas rin yan sa IP per phase. And that is letter D. Okay? Number 34. So at 3,000 kVA, 2,400, 75% power factor is to be supplied from a 34,500 volts three-phase line through a single bank of transformers. So what is the voltage rating of each transformer if the connection is YY? Okay, so take note po, voltage rating of each transformer. Okay, so on a per phase analysis, so kunin muna natin yung ano dito no, secondary muna. Okay? So that is now Vs is equal to your V load over square root of 3. So this is now 2,400 over square root of 3. And this is now equal to, so 1,800 or 385 volts. Okay? So isa lang naman yung may ganyan. So that's letter A. Verify pa natin yung primary. So for primary, Okay, so yung ating V primary per phase, so that is now equal to your um source voltage natin dito. So yung ating V primary line to line over square root of 3. So this is now 34,500 over square root of 3. So 34,500 over square root of 3. So this is equal to 19,918. Or approximately that is 20,000. Letter A pa rin. So that is 20,000 over 100 or 1,800, 385. So that's your number 34. Okay, next. 3:1:5 transformers are connected in delta Y. Okay? So naka delta Y. So 1:5. So to step up the voltage at the beginning of a 13,200 volts three-phase transmission line. So yung ating V primary line to line, so that is 13,200 volts. So calculate the line voltage on the high side of the transformer. So yung ating VS line to line yung hinahanap. Okay. So on a per phase analysis, so that is now NP over NS is equal to your VP per phase over VS per phase. Okay? So therefore, this is now 1:5 is equal to, okay, 13,200 divided by square root of 3 over your VS per phase. So therefore, VS per phase now is equal to what? Sorry. So, yung V primary per phase pala natin, naka-delta siya, no? So, kapag naka-delta, so parehas yung line voltage at yung phase voltage. Okay? Ayan. So, just to reiterate. So, naka-delta to. So, therefore, this is now 13,200 times 5. So, that is equal to 66,000. So, kunin lang natin yung secondary voltage line to line. So, naka-Y siya. So, for Y, that is square root of 3 ng VS per phase. So, this is now equal to square root of 3 ng 66,000. So, times square root of 3. So, this is equal to 114,315. So, this is letter A. Okay, so let's have the last 5 problems. Number 36. So a 13.8 kV slash 480 volts 10 MVA three-phase transformer has 5% impedance. Okay. So meron tayo ditong percent Z. So this is also known to be your per unit impedance. So kapag may nakikita kayo mga percentage, so per unit na yun. Okay? So yung ating Z per unit dito is equal to 0.05 per unit. So given yung rating natin, 13.8 kV slash 480 volts, 10 MVA. So what is the impedance in ohms referred to the primary? So yung ating Z primary daw dito. Z equivalent in the primary side. Okay? So edi, i-refer na lang natin ito to primary side. So yung ating Z base natin, i-refer natin sa primary side. So therefore, this is now voltage squared all over S. So this is now equal to 13.8 kilo squared all over 10 MVA. So 10 times 10 raised to 6. So ilan to? So this is 13.8 times 10 raised to 3 squared over 10 times 10 raised to 6. So this is now equal to 19.044 ohms. Ngayon, kunin natin yung Z actual. So, yung Z actual lang natin is just the Z per unit or per unit impedance multiplied by your Z base. Sir, saan nang galing yan? So, take note po that per unit is equal to actual over base. So, eto, familiar na kayo dito. Okay? So, therefore, this is now equal to 0.05 multiplied by 19.044. So, times lang natin siya ng 0.05. So, this is now equal to, okay, 0.9522. And this is in ohms. Letter A. Okay? Next, number 37. So, a transformer rated 2000 kVA, 34,500 slash 240 volts has 5.75% impedance. What is the per unit impedance? So, kakasabi ko lang sa inyo, kung ano yung percent impedance, yun na rin yung per unit impedance. So, therefore, the answer is 0.0575. Next, number 38. So a three-phase transformer is rated 15 MVA. So 15 MVA. So 69 slash 13.2 kV. And yung ating Z per unit dito sa transformer na to is 0.05 per unit. Now, ito yung tanong. So, what is the new per unit impedance? So, ano daw yung magiging equivalent nitong per unit impedance na to if the system requires you to study a 100 MVA and 67 kV base. Okay? So, ano daw yung magiging bagong per unit natin dito? So, this is a problem for change of base. So, bakit sir change of base? As you can see, no, from 15 naging 100 or from 69 naging 67. So, nag-change siya ng base. So, kapag nag-change siya ng base, so therefore, ito yung gagamitin nating formula. So, Z per unit new is equal to Z per unit old multiplied by S new over S old multiplied by V old over V new, the quantity squared. Okay? So, nasan yung old? Ito yung condition 1. So, saan yung new? Yun yung condition number 2. Okay? So, therefore, this is now equal to what? 0.05 multiplied by S new natin, so 100 MVA over 15 MVA multiplied by V old, that is 69 kV over 67 kV. So this is the quantity squared. So ilan to? So 0.05 multiplied by 100 over 15 multiplied by the quantity 69 over 67 squared. So therefore, this is now equal to 0.3535 per unit. And this is letter A. Okay? So, unahin muna natin yung number 40 bago tayo pumunta sa number 39 kasi medyo mas mahirap yung problem doon for your transformer bunking. Okay, so that's a problem for transformer bunking kasi. So number 40, so we have a 150 kV. So S is 150 kV. So SFL yan. Then 2400 slash 480 volts. Three-phase transformer with equivalent impedance. So yung ating Z1 dito is equal to 0.04 per unit. And this is connected to an infinite bus and without load or unloaded yung transformer. Now, if a three-phase fault occurs at the secondary terminal, so kung i-drawing natin yan or i-imagine natin yan, ganito siya. So ito yung transformer, magkakaroon daw dito ng fault. And anong klaseng fault? A three-phase fault. So calculate the fault current in amperes. So ano daw yung I fault dito? Okay? So take note po, three-phase fault yung ating fault. So three-phase fault. So take note po for fault current for three-phase fault, that is your E per unit over Z1. Okay? Ayan. So, pero multiply na natin ng base kagad. So, since alam na natin na per unit times base is the actual na. So, therefore, this is now 1 all over 0.04 multiplied by your I base. So, saan natin ito kukunin? Dun sa rating. Okay? So, rating on the secondary side. Sir, bakit sa secondary side? Kasi nga doon daw nangyari yung fault. Okay? So, therefore, this is now 150 kVA all over square root of 3 ng 480. So, ilang amperes na ito? So, 1 all over 0.04 multiplied by 150 times 10 raised to 3 all over square root of 3 ng 480. So therefore, this is now 4,510.54 amperes. Or this is nearest to letter A. A. Next tayo, number 39. Okay, so this is a transformer bunking problem. Bakit bunking problem? Kasi nga, yung single phase na transformer, binank mo into three-phase transformer. Pinagsama-sama mo yung mga three-phase ay yung mga single-phase transformer to form a three-phase transformer. Okay? Ayan. So take note po. Three. Single-phase transformer. So yung ating S dito, na kada isa is 50 kVA. So, yung rating ng transformer natin is 2,500 slash 277 volts are connected delta Y. So, each transformer has a per unit impedance. So, Z that is equal to 0.04 per unit. Okay? So, calculate the fault current driven are delivered if three-phase fault occurs on the secondary. So, katulad rin lang ng kanina to. Okay? Ayan. So, ang problema natin dito is that naka-single phase pa to. Okay? Yung rating na to. So, therefore, i-convert muna natin ito to three-phase. So, therefore, yung S total na natin dito is 3 times 50 kVA. So therefore, this is now 150 kVA. So ito na yung bagong rating for three-phase. Okay? Ano pa? Yung ating secondary. So sa secondary tayo mag-focus kasi nandun nangyari yung fault. Okay? Secondary terminals. So for secondary, naka-Y siya. Okay? So ang itsura ng ating winding is ganito. Baliktad. Yan. And yung rating natin dito na voltage is naka-single phase pa lang to. So meaning, itong 2,500 slash 277, so naka-phase ito. So meaning, in terms of Y dun sa ating secondary, so siya ay naka-phase. Okay, so this is 277. So this is 277. Ito. And this is 277. Okay? Ayan. Ngayon, kunin na natin yung I-fault. Okay? So I-fault for three-phase fault. So this is now equal to what? So that is equal to E per unit all over Z1 multiplied by your S. Okay? Or I base na lang sabihin natin. So expand ko tong I base natin. So this is S over square root of 3 multiplied by your line-to-line voltage doon sa secondary side. Okay? Pero take note po dito sa secondary side natin, yung line-to-line voltage natin dito is equal to square root of 3 ng 277. Okay? So yan na yon. Gagamitin natin dito. Okay? So therefore, this is now 1 all over 0.04 multiplied by 150 kilo over square root of 3 multiplied by square root of 3 ng 277. Okay, so that is 1 all over 0.04 multiplied by 150 kilo all over square root of 3 times square root of 3 ng 277. So therefore, this is now 4,512.64. So 4,512.64 amperes. So this is letter A. Ayan. Okay, that ends our discussion for transformers. So naway may natutunan kayo sa lecture natin. So keep safe everybody. God bless.